Well, if it's summertime and we're at the Grub Steak and this happens to be a meeting of the Rotary Club, then it must mean one thing. It is Citizen of the Year Awards, and I am pleased to be standing next to Colin Hilton of the Utah Olympic Legacy Foundation, the recipient of Park City's Rotary Professional Citizen of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Talk about the inspiration that you have to do the work that you so clearly love very much, but also to have this recognition. How are you feeling now with a plaque in your hands and the appreciation of the community?
Well, ever since I moved to Utah in 1999 to work on the Olympics, I've always had this sense of community that I always wanted to be a part of helping, whether the Olympics were coming to town and being a part of planning and putting that on, or the time I spent with the city government to be their economic development director for many years. But for me, I feel privileged to be in this role of running this Olympic Legacy Foundation, because we really have something magical in this state about continuing a legacy, I call a living legacy, after our games.
You spoke eloquently about that very thing, that we here in Park City can feel proud that we've made productive things out of our Olympic resources afterwards. You also talked about the way in which the organization gives back to the community for kids that may not be imagining to be an Olympic athlete and yet can still participate and benefit. Talk about that side that you spoke so wonderfully about in your acceptance speech.
Thank you. For me, no other community in the world is doing what we're doing in terms of continuing to use our Olympic facilities. One of my favorite statistics, we are 4 times busier today than where we were right after 2002. And that's because we take a view that these Olympic facilities should be used for a whole variety of all ages, all ability levels. And I have a special emphasis on our youth, and that sport has such a powerful ability to teach life lessons through sport and physical activity programs and the coaches programs. And why not take advantage of these unique facilities and make them resources and assets of the community and make a very diverse giving back use of these facilities. And that's what I've been honored to be able to be a part of and make this happen.
So as we stand here today with this recognition, a part of you, talk about how this makes you feel going forward. What are your new big ideas and your new big dreams, both for Park City and for the foundation?
Well, I'm fortunate that I'm in a position where I can take a vision and be able to have a terrific staff that I have, and my board and my supportive family, to allow me to pursue what I view of how a legacy of a game should go. And so what I'm doing now is exactly what I'm going to continue to do, and that is to provide opportunities for all ages, all abilities to understand what Olympism means in our definition here in Utah, where the rest of the world is sort of going, these Olympic Games and Sochi and all this money and excess. We are defining it here in a very different, more practical community way. And that's what motivates me, and that's what we'll continue to do going forward.
Colin Hilton, congratulations again on behalf of all of us at Park City Television. Thank you for your efforts on behalf of our community, and best wishes for continued success.
Thank you very much.
I suppose it's not typical that I start an interview with a gentleman who I've just met by putting my arm around him, but I feel like I got what was in the room today. Talk about, Glenn Artis, this honor. As I said, the most important people are to honor are the ones that don't need it or want it. Talk about how much you love service and what this Volunteer Citizen of the Year Award means.
Well, I'm kind of at a loss for words. I knew about this about a month ago, and I was really mad at John Hannaran for doing this, because I'm, like I said, I'm a little uncomfortable with this, but I just do it, and it's not work to me. It's not, I just jump in with both feet and do it, and that's why that I've always been a volunteer. And it just got me going, and the more I volunteer, the more I love it. It's fun. It's fun. Heartwarming. Very heartwarming. So, yeah.
The feeling in this room and the smiles on people's faces, that they're clear satisfaction to see you honored. Talk about how that makes you feel and paying it forward to your volunteer activities in the future.
It's beyond words. I can feel it. Like I said, my little disclaimer about the watery the eyes. I use that a lot. A lot of people have heard that before. But it means so much to me that it's nice to be recognized, I guess, but it's not why I do it. I do it because it helps people. It makes me feel good too. It really does. It warms the heart. And the good that you can see that you've done, whether it's a young boy with Big Brother's Big Sister or a young mother with eyeglasses in Guatemala, it's the changing of their lives changes my life for the better. So.
Thank you for being with us. Again, congratulations and best wishes for continued admiration from the entire community. And of course, thank you for the work that you do.
Thank you so much. Now can I get a hug?
Absolutely.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.